fans. I am a social media influencer now, it seems. Check for yourself. Hashtag pink is trending. And no, it's not the singer. She's taking a break, huh? It is the Cheshire Cat. That's me. Oh, and look, if you don't believe me, you can go to hashtag pink and post something about me. You'll see what I did there? I caused the trend to happen by talking about it as a trend. I influenced you. The social media has such power, huh? You know what? That makes me think about all these gifts that I've been receiving. Perhaps they're just invitations to be an influencer. Perhaps it's time that I, as an influencer, should give back. You know what the best way to give back to my fans is? With the most popular TikTok dance. I will look it up. And no, I'm only one cat dancing. I'm not 9 ladies dancing. But the cat has 9 lives. So, as a little treat in this show, I will give you the 9 lives of the cat dancing to the most popular dance. You're welcome. And don't forget to post about it, huh? Thank you.
So now from the top, make it drop. That's so wet, that's so wet. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's so wet, that's so wet. I'm fucking wop, wop, wop. That's so wet, that's so wet. Macaroni in a pot. That's so wet, huh?
Don't ever touch that. Don't ever touch that.
We'll drive to Cali and get cut on the beach.
Hello, I'm Danielle Getz. Last year, I had the opportunity to play the Ogre Princess in Cats and Boots at the Red Sandcastle Theater. I'm here speaking with you today for you to hopefully share and donate to our GoFundMe so we can bring back theater going forward into 2021 and to support the theater community so we can bring that magic back in the holiday season next year and just going forward, bringing back the love and the magic to everyone. So if you could click the link, share the video, donate if you can, that would be great.
I spend the profits on Botox and filler. Rather be tied up with calls and not strings. Write my own checks like I write what I sing.
And now it is time for the interview portion of the show. And for this show, we have something very different because we are on location at the Red Sandcastle Theater with the lovely guest for today, Linette, the Panto player.
Are you cold when you're froze? Coming here where it's warm.
Come and warm up your toes.
Welcome, Linette.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be back at the Red Sandcastle.
Absolutely. Especially down here in the bowels of the dressing room where we would prepare all the characters. How many pantomimes have you done now, Linette?
I did 2. I was in Excalibur and then Cats.
Cats and Boots. And how many characters did you play?
In Excalibur, just the one. I was Morgana, and I got to be the evil villain for that one. And then,
so we would boo you.
Yeah.
Boo! You missed the booze.
I missed the booze.
We all miss booze.
Then Cats and Boots, I played a bunch of different characters. I was a lady in waiting. I was a judge. I was a rabbit. I was a mermaid. A party girl with Rosie. A construction
I could
dude.
see you being the party girl. This is a lot of people. And how do you get into character when you're being all these different people?
I think a big part of it is the costumes. The costumes always help. Do you want to take a look?
Let's do it. Let us check out the costumes. Here. Let's see if any of these have inspiration.
Oh, these are a bunch of my old costumes. So this was the lady in waiting. Riding high with jewels, taking them from fools, stealing from your neighbor. You can go and ask her.
My life is a...
What characterized the lady of waiting? Did she have a way of moving or a voice?
Always, I didn't really have a lot of, in terms of lines, but always something cutesy, because, you know, she's supposed to be a lady, a fancy lady, a proper lady, so everything felt put together.
And that's how you know a lady is fancy, as if she waits.
She waits.
She doesn't do anything, she waits. And if you're the lady waiting on the other ladies, you become the lady in waiting.
It's the wrists and the bevel. That's what gives you the lady in waiting.
Well, you do it very nicely.
As opposed to the construction dude over here.
Looks like you've been working really hard.
Well, you know.
You should take a break.
Don't mind if I do. Thanks, cat. Legs, hips forward, and a lot of stop.
Over here we have a vest of some kind.
This was the sun. Well, it looked fair from where I'm standing. You needed to move because we danced as the sons.
I am puppy sitting. I'm going to have to get this puppy.
And the judge not only got to be judgy, but also come out at intermission and be judgy with the food and sell some snacks and keep quite proper and a bit English and stern, because that is how you had to judge things.
Beg your pardon, who are you?
I'm the bankruptcy judge.
And
This is my bailiff. And we are here today, Widow Twanky, because of your failed fiduciary financial commitments that you made towards the relevant institutions.
Meaning what?
Meaning you're broke.
You're a fuzzy coat.
Oh, we were rabbits! Crouching and twitching and looking around because, you were the cat and we were always a little scared of the cat.
I am the cat. I
You will
woke
be
up
the
like
cat.
this. This is not a costume, This is just how I am.
My daddy is a mystery man. He's called the Hidden Song, for he's a master criminal who can't defy the law. He's the bafflement of C6 and the OPP's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, my daddy's not there.
And there we have it. All the costumes of the many characters of Linette, the Panto player.
Lots of costumes, lots of characters.
And tell me, Linette, so now that 2020 is over, how did you spend it when you could not be doing pantomimes all year round?
Oh, a lot of online classes, kind of like online theater like this. A very strange production of Newsies where everybody had to stay distant and separate and masked and face shielded. And I learned to make doubles.
What is doubles for our audience?
Trinidadian street food. So just before everything shut down, I was in Trinidad for a week visiting family, and you can get doubles on just about every street corner, and it's like a fried dough with chana, like chickpeas, and then like hot sauce or sweet sauce or whatever you like inside. And when Trinidad shut down, they shut down, and all the doubles vendors were closed as well. So everybody was learning to make doubles, and I kept seeing people's Instagram photos or Facebook feeds of everybody in Trinidad making doubles. So I figured I would learn to make some myself, and it took a long time, probably most of 2020, but now I'm pretty good at them.
There you go. So I knew the pandemic happened for a reason. There's always a silver lining, and you have a resolution for 2021.
That this is all over. I don't know that's my call.
That's not a personal
necessarily to
resolution.
say. It's a world resolution for everybody. I did play Morgana, who was the villain who wanted to tell everybody what to do and how to run their lives, so I'm calling it.
You're calling it 2021.
It's over.
Everything's
This is
over.
done.
Everything's back to normal. Everything is much better in 2021. All right. Well, we're going to sign off with our famous handshake. Go
Panto!
Hey everybody, it's Matt the Pantomime Player for Action News in this new year 2021. Boy, do I have some news for you. Pages and pages of it, of course. Yeah, okay, we've got breaking news. We've got breaking news for you. Breaking news, take you to the breaking news. Back to you, Matt. I hope that breaking news is great. I had lots of reporting here for you, but I guess you'll get that, well, some other way. I've been Matt with Pantomime Player Action News, and see you next time, I guess.
And now it is time for intermission.
Hello, and welcome to Pandemic Panto Intermission Treats. Today, we're making a tasty little treat you can snack on during intermission, troll mix. It's kind of like trail mix. But one of the things that makes a panto is the puns, and the same is true of our intermission treats. You can assemble a mélange of different treats that you can use for your troll mix. You want things that highlight the different flavors: salty, sweet, chewy, nutty, seedy, cereally, all kinds of things that you can use together. Remember, this is your chance to really showcase your skills as a chef and bring together things that may at first seem that they don't work together, but when they come together in this dish, they blend into a harmonious mouthfeel of deliciousness. For these ingredients, you can use cereals, raisins, nuts, seeds, even treats. This is a chance for you to really highlight your skills and show off your choices of different flavors and textures. You'll want to make sure that your treat includes some things that you can crunch on, like cereals, nuts, seeds, even pretzels. You'll notice these are chocolate-covered pretzels. That way I get a little bit of the salty and a little bit of the sweet together in each bite. You can also include other treats, more seeds, colorful treats, anything that you like. And you just keep adding to it until you've developed your perfect troll mix. Remember, you want the flavors to blend together harmoniously. You want to ensure that one flavor isn't overpowering all the others, so that in each bite you get a little bit of chewy from a raisin, or a crunch from a piece of cereal, or a little surprise of sweetness. What we don't want is that it all tastes the same and bland. So feel free to mix it up. In fact, go nuts. Bon appetit.
I would put you on the floor, but you're just going to eat things. Now, Soka, listen carefully. Today's story time is a wonderful classic story known as The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. But of course, you already know who's going to make an appearance in this original version of the tale. Let us begin. Once upon a time, there was a cat who had chosen not to live in a home. Humans call such cats feral, believing these cats to be unfortunate. The humans will run around trying to feed a feral cat kibble as a way to lure them into their homes and make them house cats. In a cat world, we call these cats wanderers. It is a lifestyle choice, and these cats are regarded as heroes and storytellers in the cat regime. They spin tales of daring and whimsy wherever they go. They are dashing and exciting. They are not incarcerated in a house. One day, this feral cat, the wanderer, found themselves following a mouse along the road that led from the country to the city. This mouse was dressed in typical country mouse attire, tiny little dungarees and a tiny straw hat. He carried with him a tiny mouse suitcase, likely filled with tiny underwear and a tiny toothbrush. Obviously, the cat could have and devoured this mouse with one swift movement. But she chose instead to quietly follow. We cats are not always hungry. Sometimes we choose to simply gather information. For example, humans will ask, why does my cat stare at the wall for hours and hours and hours? Well, human being, your cat is gathering intel. Like your smartphone. See, all sorts of devices are required for human spying. Cats simply have the best listening device on earth. We call them ears. Oh, and we detect slight movement with our whiskers. We are like the CIA, the FBI, and the NSA all wrapped into one adorable furry little package. So, in the spirit of this, the cat followed the little mouse. Was it a business trip? A vacation? The cat was curious, as cats are known to be, and wanted to know. Presently, the mouse came to the city and proceeded to a large home. The mouse disappeared into a little hole. But this did not stop our curious cat, as she was able to easily track where the mouse went with her ears, and so she sat in the alley, listening. It was revealed that the country mouse had come to the city to visit his cousin, the city mouse. The city mouse seemed to be a rather poor host in the cat's opinion. Instead of making his cousin comfortable, he was bragging about city life. He was offering his cousin fancy foods like caviar and borscht, and then making fun of his little gray cousin when he didn't like them. He paraded around in his fancy tiny city clothes, and he bragged about how snazzy he looked compared to his frumpy cousin in his little tiny hat. This annoyed the cat to no end. There is nothing a cat hates more than a bad host. Hosting is an art. So the cat bided her time, and then, when there was an opportunity, she pounced on the city mouse and ate him right up, letting the honorable country mouse flee. The country mouse did indeed flee in terror, back along the road to the countryside. The cat followed at a discreet distance, listening to the country mouse. I am never going back to this city again. What a horrible place. Terrible food, uncomfortable clothes, loud noises everywhere. And that cat. Oh no, never again. I can't believe my cousin preferred the city and thought he was better than me because he lived there. This piqued the cat's culinary mind. What tastes better, a city mouse or a country mouse? She pondered this thought as she walked. When the country mouse got back to his quiet, cozy country life, he shared the tale with his family. They were sad to hear that the cousin had not survived, but even more shocked by the horrors of the city life, especially the tale of the monstrous and terrifying cat. Cities are dangerous. That would never happen here. Our hero, the cat, simply listened and cleaned her fur. Then, when the country mouse stepped out for some air, she snatched him up and ate him right there. Oh, that's interesting. They really taste the same. And then she went back to cleaning her fur. The moral of the story is, if you are not at the top of the food chain, you really should not concern yourself about who has the snazziest clothes, because you have bigger problems ahead of you. And that is the end of episode 9. Tomorrow, you guessed it, episode 10. Do not miss that one. That one is so good.